we are going to spend some time together today. Yeah. Whew. Okay, if you can share this with other people, we are going to be talking about macrame and the artist Becca. Yes, I'll wait here as you forward this to your friends. Yes, do that. Yeah. So the next few minutes, we are going to be talking about this amazing artist. She's based here in Utah, and her name is Becca, and she is a macrame instructor. Amazing artist. We have a ton of pictures to show you. So I just am waiting a little bit more for people to get here so we can get started. So she is this young, beautiful artist, and she loves macrame, and she makes amazing wall pieces and as well as some bags. And the bag course was one of the courses that she gave here. She also gave a course about a beautiful wall piece, and it was so fun to make. I made a couple of those myself, and actually this bag here is not the bag she taught at the course, but I used what she taught and I created this bag. Is a little bigger than the one she did in the course. I would say the one she did was about this big. I decided to make it bigger because I always have a ton of stuff to carry, but it was really fun to make and quite fast actually. You don't have to have any type of experience to get started with macrame. All you need are some beautiful cords, and then you are set. But first, let's take a look at the picture of the bag. The course is called Hippie-Boho Macrame Satchel Bag for beginners and intermediate level. So let's take a look at the beautiful bag she has created. Look at that, gorgeous. It's really beautiful. And like I said, this is the perfect size. It's a smaller size than the one I have here on the table, and it's just perfect for you to take it everywhere with your cell phone. And again, it's a fast project for you to make as well. It doesn't take too many hours. Even this one that was double the size, it didn't take me that many hours to make. Let's take a look at some more of Becca's work. Let's see another piece. Look how beautiful this is. Beautiful. Very similar to the one that she did the basic macrame, where she created that wall piece, and she uses not only the cord but also some wool roving. Beautiful piece. Yes. But I know you are excited to get to know more about Becca herself. So let's watch a video where she's talking about herself and her work a little bit. Let's watch. We are going to show. Let's start by showing the bags you brought today.
Yes.
And you tell me a little bit about each one.
Okay.
So, Dylan, do you want me to get out of the way, or can you get? Let's see this one first. I can put it here, and you will see. Oh, look at this. This is actually one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful. Do you have a name for that, or?
I don't really have a name for it. Well, I do call it like the garden bag, kind of.
Nice.
Just because of the green, like vine-looking yarn that runs throughout it. Yeah, but I don't really have. I don't know.
And you mix this one a cord, rope, and
yarn.
Yarn, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a good one for us to use our stash. This is the one we are going to be making today, correct?
Yes.
And tell me more about this bag.
This one is just really fun because it's super modern, and if you turn it to the side, you have like the X stitching on the side, and then underneath there's stitching on the bottom too that's just kind of scalloped. It adds a nice little touch.
Gorgeous.
And then there's just a kind of a little checkerboard thing going on the straps.
I love the contrast of these two.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I always love neutrals. I love black and white. So
yes, I know. And this one?
This one is, so I just kind of wanted to make a little phone satchel, phone size, just because I never have big enough pockets for my phone.
We are every single day getting bigger and bigger phones. But, it took me quite a while to convince my daughter, Nashla, that it was a good idea to carry a bag. Because then you wouldn't break your phone all the time, right? Because you get out of the car, phone on the floor. You get up from the restaurant, phone on the floor. So this is really a phone saver, right?
Yes.
And then we have some bags here.
Yeah, so this one, I actually just made this green one. It's my most recent one that I made. It's kind of cool because it's all monochrome, but then it has nice details, like the braided handle is a very nice touch, I think. And then it's got a little flare on the side with the fringe. Yeah, and it's just kind of simple and
Very
elegant,
cool.
and I love the color of it so
And
much.
the last one there?
And this one was kind of a, I was just experimenting with a few different. I made a smaller handle so that you can carry it close to you, or a long strap for a satchel bag. And then I just added a bunch of different details to it.
Very cool.
Yeah, like up here, there's spiral knot at the top. I call it the spiral knot. I actually am not sure what that knot is called. And I've asked around, and a lot of other people don't know what it's called either, but I know how to do it. So
okay, good.
So if you know what that knot is called, please tell me.
True. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love all the variations, and that's exactly what you can do with this course, because you can make small variations and have a total different Hippie-Boho style satchel. Isn't that cool? I need to make you aware that while we are live, this course from Becca Dye, I'm going to read the full title. Hippie-Boho Macramé Satchel Bag for Beginners and Intermediate Level is available to you at 40% off the normal price. 40% off the normal price. All you need to do is to go to curiousmondo.com, and right on the first page, you scroll down a little bit, and there it is, the video and the offer for you to take advantage. It doesn't last long, so you should take advantage of this, because again, it's a very in-depth course. Our courses, they are usually from 6 to 10 hours. This one is a 6-hour course plus bonus items. You're going to love it. So it goes really in depth. When we record our courses, we are actually live, so people can interact, they can ask questions, so nothing is left behind. And this is a very cool thing. But the fact that is available for you to watch online also means that you can forward, you can skip a bit if you already know that part, you can stop in one point that you're not sure how to go about. So it really gives you a very, very good experience. And of course, you also have the chat transcript on that course, so when you can read what was going on when we were recording, and people, we call them the village. They talk, they give a lot of feedback, they give a lot of tips and links and things for you to go after. So it's very, very entertaining and very good as well. And you can watch the course in 7 different languages. So I would visit curiousmondo.com, and right on the first page you're going to see this one from Becca Dye, and you're going to love it. But I know you want to know more, because in this very short interview you just saw all the variations that you can make with that bag, which makes an adorable collection for yourself. A very unique gift if you're thinking about end of the year, and some gifts that you can give there come with a personalized touch made by you, which is very, very important. And of course, if you want to sell them as well, I mean, you saw all the variations. It's a no-brainer. People look at that and say, okay, finally something different when it comes to bags, and I can get this one and go around and just be the talk of the town. That's how it is. Macrame is very interesting because it's really made out of simple knots that when you create a design, you can create so many things. And it was very, very popular in the 70s. But now it has a revival with a whole different feel, with a whole different look, very modern look. And as you just saw with the bags there. So it's really, really fun. But what is macrame all about? Let's watch a quick tutorial.
Today I am going to show you how to tie up the bag to start making it. And then we probably won't get much further because I'm going to show you how to measure nice. Everything, and I'm going to show you all the materials. Yeah, so that's pretty much, it's the basics.
Okay.
It's very basics. And I'm just going to tie right to the middle of this lark's head knot. So take your hoop over and then pull these cords through. And then pull it tight. Just like that. Now you have it. Now you just do 21 more.
21 more.
Or not. You probably know, but I'm just going to refresh. You take your 2 middle cords. I'm going to call these my middle cords, and these are my 2 working cords, okay? So the square knot, I'm going to do a figure 4 over the top of these 2 middle cords, then take my right one and go over the top of that, and underneath and through this hole. And then just pull that tight. Just like that. Then to finish off the square knot, I'm going to do the same thing but on the other side. I'm going to do figure 4 with this right cord. Put this one over the top and through behind and through this hole, and then pull it tight. Just like that.
Very cool.
So now that's hooked on there. And then you're gonna do the same with this one over here on this end too. So I'll just it's gonna end. That's gonna be 2 feet. Yep.
Okay.
So
The whole bag.
that's kind of how you judge how long you want to go, or how big you want the bag versus how long you want the flap, because then you're going to end up with a little bit shorter of a bag if you do a longer flap. Does that make sense? Yeah. So many possibilities with it too. It's just wonderful.
There is, because you have to see where you can then branch out. So of course we are going to have a beautiful bag with a contrasting color on the details, which I love, because that makes the modern look comes from this kind of thing, right? Yes. But you can play with dyeing if you like. We were saying, both of us, we are not big on dyeing because we don't like messy stuff. But you can even get some dye and just splash around the bag to make it, you know, some painting, embroidery. You can add other macrame components like the feathers, for example.
So I'm going to use this outermost cord, and I'm going to wrap the second one in around it. And that's my half hitch. And here's my double half hitch. Okay. So, and what I want to do is leave about as much slack here as there is here. So it's a little tight, so I'm going to just pull it a little bit. Okay, and you want to try and keep this line straight with the line that you've already created, right? So let's just keep going. It's kind of hard at first, but it'll start to straighten out as you go.
Very cool, right? And you can see how simple it is actually to make the bag. Very, all you need really is an old clothes rack there to hold the cords, and you're set to go, and some nice cords that you can find online very easily. So I know macrame can be your very next passion, yes, and that is why we're promoting this course with Becca Dye. 40% off if you go today at curiousmondo.com. It's going to be right at the first page. We are coming twice a week with a different course to promote, and then you get to know more about the artist and more about the art in itself. Like I said, the macrame is it's a simple technique, but it can allow you to make so many pieces. I want you to take a look at some more of Becca's work. We have some pictures here of her work. Let's take a look. Look at this. This wall piece is right here at the studio, and you see it's really 2 circles that she created a beautiful design with, and it would look good in any environment, your living room, the entrance hall, all that. This is another variation, a smaller bag that you can carry your cell phone with, and of course there you have the Hippie-Boho one. And look at the strap where you carry that is also made out of macrame, and look what a beautiful design that is. Gorgeous. And she uses those as well, of course. And the feather is something that you see a lot with macrame, because people are just in love with them. I believe these are 2 just hooks that you can put as a charm on your bag. Actually, she had one that had one like that, but you can make them in any size and make that a wall piece is really beautiful. Again, the macrame knots in itself, they're not hard. It's just how you combine them in the design. And of course, the structure of the bag. That, as you saw in that tutorial, it's quite simple actually, because you're going to be working a rectangle most of the time, and then you make the top of the bag. So a fun kind of project where you again can start a whole new passion, or can start a side hustle selling those bags, because they really take a few hours to be completed. It's not much if you think, and if you compare to other kinds of crafts that you could be making to sell. But I know you want to know a little bit more, so let's watch another tutorial.
Well, today we are going to sew up the sides of the bag. So the bag is finally going to come together, and then we're going to learn how to do the strap.
Ooh.
So super exciting.
Super exciting.
Yep. And then we're
Okay.
going to do a couple, I think we're going to do a couple variations of a strap if we have time
Of
at the end. So
Okay, let's dive into that.
okay, all right. So I untied my bag from the hanger, of course, and then this cord is what it was hanging from. This is what I'm going to sew through the holes of the sides of the bag, okay? So I've already strung my string on my needle, my knitting needle. Okay, so then what you want to do is line up all of these holes the best that you can. So let me show this view here. Here's a hole and here's a hole, so you want those to line up. And then these to line up, and then these ones, and so on. Okay, so now I'm just going to go through this again just to get my cord where I want it. Okay, so now we have a pretty sturdy hold on that. Okay, and we're going to go over and through here. But you want to be careful not to snag any cord like what I just did here, if you can see that.
Yes.
On camera. So I'm just going to back it up. So make sure you don't snag any cords. Just pull it straight through. Right? Okay, and then I think how I did the X pattern is I just kept, I don't remember exactly how I did it, but I'm sure others can. See, and I snagged it a little bit, so.
This is the part that you gotta be.
Yeah, you gotta be a
Calm.
little more calm, and
Yeah.
and it does take a long time, kind of in the beginning, because you have so much cord, and it gets knotted. It's a very normal part of the process, very frustrating.
You just keep saying, I love knots, I hate knots.
I know,
love
yes.
knots.
So true.
It's almost
So-
like having double personality.
Yes, it sure is. Okay, now I'm mixed up because now I'm pulling it the wrong way. See, this is why I like to do standing up typically, because the cords hang down on the floor and you don't get mixed up. Okay, there you have it. And now, what I want to do is, now that I have this all done, I'm going to actually clip these to this bag and show you the final shebang, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
Oh, it's upside down for you. Sorry.
Hang on. I'm actually going to ask you to show that to Joe here in a second.
Absolutely.
We're going to appreciate that in all its glory. Maybe hang it up a little.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Easy and beautiful. What else can you ask for? Easy and beautiful. And people will want one right after they saw your first one. That's how easy it is, because it's unique, it's different than what you have out there, and you can create so many designs and charms that you put together like the feather. There's nothing not to like about this. And the course, as you've seen in 2 sneak peeks, goes in depth showing you very clearly what to do. So go get this course right now at curiousmondo.com. It is 40% off. It's a super savings that you're going to have. It's very inexpensive. It's a great course for you to make at this time of the year. And of course, with the bags that you make, you can gift or you can sell them. They're going to sell like hotcakes. Yes. So curiousmondo.com, and on the homepage you will find this course there for you at 40% off. Then you get to know Becca Dye in depth, and of course make all those beautiful Hippie-Boho style satchel bags. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you get this course, because again, we don't do too many promotions during the year, so this is really the time for you to get this course and enjoy it during all this time that you have until the holidays, and of course make them to sell, generate some extra income, or just give people that they are going to love what you just gave them. Okay, well, I'm Shahar Boya, and I'll be back here in a couple of days showing you another amazing artist. See you next time.